In the last half of August, we barely saw Hillary Clinton. She was on a monster fundraising swing meant to power her campaign through Election Day. Well, with just 2 months until voters head to the polls, that is about to change as Clinton becomes a lot more visible, maybe even more accessible to the media, something we got a hint of today. CNN senior political correspondent Brianna Keilar, she joins me now. So, Brianna, today, Clinton now bringing the press along with her and hinting that she might actually take some questions from the press in a group. Yeah.
Fancy that. That is right, Jim. As she faces criticism from Republicans and supporters of Donald Trump for not holding a full-on press conference since last December, it looks like Hillary Clinton may hold at least an informal gaggle on board the plane that she is now sharing with the media as she campaigns in Ohio and Illinois today.
And I'll come back talk to you more formally, but I wanted to welcome you onto the plane.
Hillary Clinton's last 2 months on the campaign trail will finally be spent on a plane with room for reporters.
I've been just waiting for this moment.
After more than 16 months traveling separately from the press corps that follows her every move. Clinton is targeting the key state of Ohio, appearing at a Labor Day festival with her running mate Tim Kaine in Cleveland.
We need to make sure we have an election that validates the kind of positive future that will make life better for the people of Ohio. And empty promises and racist attacks won't do that.
Joe Biden.
Kaine in Pittsburgh earlier in the day with a little help from Pennsylvania-born Joe Biden as he accused Trump of being out of touch with the middle class.
Know that there's so many people like Trump who look at us like we're not their equal. I'm sick of it. I have had it up to here.
Clinton is consistently leading the polls in Pennsylvania, but her campaign still focusing on the Keystone State, seeing it as a must-win for Trump. This Labor Day, Clinton and her big-name surrogates are blanketing blue-collar strongholds.
You're looking nice. Thank you.
Bill Clinton at a parade in Detroit, Bernie Sanders in New Hampshire, where he crushed Clinton in the Democratic primary, now urging liberal Democrats and his young supporters to choose his one-time adversary over Trump.
My dislike for Donald Trump is not just that he's a pathological liar. It's a problem. It is not just that he changes his views virtually every day. The media tries to keep up with him, and it's very difficult. What he has chosen to do is make the cornerstone of his campaign bigotry.
But the simmering controversy over Clinton's email practices while Secretary of State has boiled over yet again. The FBI releasing notes from their interview with Clinton that show she claimed 39 times she did not recall or did not remember key details about her use of a private server for official business. Clinton getting some backup from her vice presidential pick.
There were emails that contained classified information that had been improperly marked. So when she received the email, the material that was classified, which is supposed to be flagged and identified as classified, in many instances was improperly labeled.
Kaine also defended Clinton for not holding a press conference for more than 270 days. He didn't promise a formal press conference, but he said that she and he would be very, very accessible to the press between now and November 8th, Jim.